Now, it's not a cheery subject, but an important one. We're running out of space to bury our dead. London's graveyards are filling up, and we need new ways to deal with the problem.
One controversial idea is to splice human DNA into trees, giving a living memorial to the deceased. They're calling them transgenic tombstones, but they're not cheap. Sharon Thomas has been along to investigate the tree trials.
The capital cemeteries are now more overcrowded than ever. Some in inner London are being forced to close their gates. The government is now suggesting the possibility of so-called double-decker graves, whereby newer coffins are laid on top of older remains. But the best solution of all could be to live on after you die. This is the man who says he can make you immortal. He wants to replace tombstones with trees, which means you've got to be happy to be turned into one.
Those trees, they can be living memorials or transgenic tombstones. You know, instead of having a cold stone, you have a living thing which kind of reminds you of a person you love. I'm still alive as part of the tree.
The process is painless. While I'm alive, a swab containing my DNA, for example, is taken from my mouth. That's then implanted into the cell of, say, a small apple tree. Its DNA is entwined with my own. Part of me then exists in every cell of that plant. The controversial initiative has just been unveiled to a curious public at the Science Museum.
I think it's an idea that a lot of people will go with because you think you're going to be there for forever, or some part of you. So, yes, I can see it catching on in that way.
I don't know whether I'd want to be part of a tree, because it's not like I'm going to be living, or it's not like my offspring, so I don't really see the point of it.
We really want to produce a thought-provoking, stimulating exhibit for our visitors to look at, question, think about, maybe take home and debate among themselves, and think about themselves, their lives and their futures.
The City of London Cemetery in Manor Park is the largest in the capital. It houses 160,000 graves dating back 150 years. The man running it doesn't believe it'll solve his problem.
Well, I think it's a lot of nonsense. In fact, I had to check the date to make sure it wasn't the 1st of April. The idea that it could solve our shortage of burial space, it really is ridiculous. We need land where we can bury the dead for those who choose it.
But everlasting life comes with a hefty price tag, £20,000.
We hope that the cost will come down, but I think 20,000 is fair enough, because that's a small price for immortality, I think.
Sharon Thomas, London Tonight.
Now, he's most famous as a cross-dressing stand-up